Hello everyone, welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Our subject today is EVS 1 Standard 5. Children, today we are going to discuss chapter number 13, Methods of Preserving Foodstuff. This is part 1. So children, we know that our basic needs, all the living things, basic needs are food, clothing and shelter. We have studied in our EVS 2 lessons also that man used to be busy in gathering food every day because he had not learned to store food during Stone Age. Later, when agricultural activities were carried on, he learned how to store food by his observation and his various experiences. In this part, children, we are going to discuss what is the need of storing food, the relation of food and the microorganism, and various methods of preserving foodstuffs. We know, children, that there are some foodstuffs which grow in a particular period of the year, but we need them throughout the year. We need various grains and pulses every day, but the crops in the field get ready only once in a year and at the certain time of the year. In order to have these grains available throughout the year, we have to store them and preserve them. The farmer who grows the crops has to take a great care of the food grains when they are ready to go for the market. He has to take care of the ready yield till it goes to the market safely. He has to protect his grain from various type of climatical conditions, from moisture, from small insects, from rats, etc. Yes, so we need wheat, rice, pulses, grains throughout the year and every day in our day-to-day living. So it becomes very necessary for us to store them in our houses, at least sufficient for a month or 6 months or a year. So let us see various reasons why food has to be preserved. We all know that some fruits, as I told you before also, that some fruits and some vegetables grow only once in a year, like mangoes. And nowadays if you go to the market, you will see lot of peas in the market, green peas. Then carrots also. Then there are some other fruits also. I am just giving 1 or 2 examples. So we have to store them for the use throughout the year. To preserve the leftover meal or food, cooked food, to have it in the next time or the next day. Then storage of some food products like papad, pickles, jams, kurdai, onions, masalas throughout the year. Then to preserve seasonal foodstuffs throughout the year. And storage of food at home to avoid visiting the market every day. Then transport foodstuffs to distant places without causing any damage to the foodstuff. Different foodstuffs of fruits are produced in different places, like apples from Kashmir, oranges from Nagpur, then grapes from Nashik, strawberries from Mahabaleshwar, etc. All these fruits have to be transported to every corner of the world, and they have to be transported safely without causing any damage to them. It has to be ensured that eggs, milk and milk products remain in good condition during the transport from the dairy or poultry farm till the city dwellers or the users, the ones who are using them. They should be safe, no harm should be caused to it. Different fruits and different vegetables are available in abundant in different seasons, and they taste the best in that season which they usually grow. To avoid or to prevent this large quantity of fruits and vegetables from getting spoiled and to enjoy them throughout the year, we take the efforts of preserving them through various methods. Fruits cannot stay fresh for a longer period of time, and to preserve them, various food preservatives like sugar, turmeric, salt are added to it. By preserving the fruits by adding sugar, we can get jams even after the season of fruit is over. Hence, we make jams from fruits. In the same way, some fruits or raw fruits like mangoes, avlas are preserved by adding a lot of salt to it and drying in the sun. This method of preservation is called as salting. Various kinds of papads, jams and pickles, onions, fish and masalas are prepared and preserved for the whole year in many homes. Nowadays, we buy such ready products in the market too. Due to their busy schedule and shortage of time, many people avoid going to the market again and again, and hence there is a need of storing food products and vegetables which are enough for several days in our houses. Even if the food prepared for one meal is not finished, then we can use it the next day by preserving them by using certain methods like refrigerator or keeping it in the cool place. This avoids wastage of food also. Let us carry out the small activity that is given in our textbook, page 64. First question that is given is, when do we say that food stuff is spoilt? What changes are seen in it? The foodstuffs smell foul, or they start smelling bad and have unpleasant appearance. Looking at it only, you feel that it has turned very sticky, or the texture of it has changed. There is even growth of fungus on the foodstuff. You will see small fungus growing on it, a cotton-like structure that grows on the food. Changes that occur in the spoiled food are: the taste of the food changes, it does not remain the same taste. The color of the food changes, its appearance of black, white patches fungus on the food. There appears some fungus on the food. Unpleasant smell, nutritive value reduces completely. Is the time in which foodstuff gets spoilt different in different seasons? Yes. The time in which the foodstuff gets spoilt is different in different seasons. Spoilage of any foodstuff depends on the presence of temperature and humidity of the environment. Therefore, in winter, foodstuffs are preserved for a long time than compared to the summer. Which foodstuffs spoil most quickly? There are some foodstuffs which spoil very fast comparing to others. For example, milk and milk products, fruits, vegetables, etc. are the foodstuffs which get spoiled very quickly. What measures are taken to keep the foodstuff in the house in good condition for as long as possible? By answering the above questions, we must have known the reason why foodstuff gets spoiled, when they get spoiled, and what can we do to keep them safe from getting spoiled. Let us read these following points given in our textbook. We may understand or we may gather the information how to preserve food. If you talk to your parents at home, your mother especially, who takes care of the kitchen, she will be able to tell you that in winter food can be preserved for a longer period of time, like milk, curries, etc. If we store grains for a longer period of time, like for a year or so, we first dry the grains in the sun so that all the insects, all the moisture, all the insects die from it and all the moisture gets evaporated with the heat of the sun. So onions and potatoes are also kept to dry in open air in summer and then stored in a dark place. Then we boil milk and curries again and again. Curries and vegetable preparation are brought to a boil to prevent them from spoiling till the next meal. Milk, mango, pulp are the foods that spoil quickly. Our food has to be kept away from ants, cockroaches and other insects, mice, rats and cats. Now let us see the reason why foodstuff kept outside gets spoiled quickly in summer and remain fresh for many hours in winter. Food gets spoiled when microorganisms grow on the foodstuffs, and microorganisms grow in warm climate. Microorganisms need warmth, moisture and air for their growth on food items. Warm weather of summer offers a suitable condition for the growth of these microorganisms and they grow rapidly on the foodstuff kept outside. On the contrary, in winter, due to the cold weather, growth of microorganisms is slowed down due to the low temperature. Foodstuff when kept outside even for many hours does not get spoiled. I hope children you have understood the explanation in this video. We shall continue in this lesson in the next video. Till then I will request you to go through the lesson. Thank you. Take care of yourselves.